Hi Capricorn, it's Majora here from the Punk Priestess, and welcome to your monthly Tarotscope for May. So we're going to start out with the main energy, and then we're going to get into the spread. I have here some tarot cards, as well as oracle and astrology. So we're just going to mix it up and see what comes through. And yes, I love that the deck is matching my outfit. Of course, it's kind of a theme at this point. All right, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is what I have here for your main energy. And I have the Three of Swords upright, and then I have security coming through. So with this Three of Swords energy, this is definitely like a mental blow, like a mental heartbreak. So this could be maybe some of your ideas you thought were going to take off, end up not really being that successful, or this can be like your ideas or thoughts about someone and realizing, wow, this person doesn't live up to these expectations, or I thought this was the answer and it's actually not the answer. So it is definitely a blow, and you know, it's heartening, it's sad. And this could also be, if this hasn't happened yet, this could be with the Mercury retrograde coming through. It could be like a breakup. It could be even you just kind of breaking up with an idea that you thought was going to work, or just like something in general, and it sucks. It's like, oh, I thought this was going to work out, and then it doesn't, based off of whatever was revealed to you, you know, either recently or that's coming up during this Mercury retrograde to be revealed for you. And this is going to shake up your security, because maybe you thought your feelings were secure in this person or this thing or this place or this job, or, you know, you thought you felt at home and grounded in this, you know, house or this location, whatever it is. And then it's just like, well, is my environment supporting me, or is it not? Is this person supporting me, or are they not? So you're kind of at this battle between this air and this earthly energy, which is the time right now, because we're in Taurus season, we're in your sister sign, but we have this Gemini energy coming through. Gemini season starts on the 20th. But we also right now have Mercury retrograde in Gemini, and then it will go into Taurus on the 22nd. But until then, it is like you are having this duality between earth and air. And, you know, what ideas are coming into play? What conversations, what news, what messages are you getting? Have you been rejected? Do you feel rejected? And it's thinking about, how has this confronted your issue of security? Like, do you feel like you're in a codependent relationship? Do you feel like, you know, your security is preventing you from growth, and now you have to shake things up? So you might be thinking about this security issue, and it's like the news that you're getting, maybe it's news like at your job that, you know, the company's not doing well and there's going to be layovers, and that's going to shake up your security that you thought you once had at this job, and that affects, you know, many different things. Or it can be in a relationship, like realizing maybe someone has been unfaithful, and now you can no longer count on the security of this relationship. And if you live with them, maybe you have to move out of, like, you know, your house, or it's just like a lot of situations are going to be coming to light, and it's going to be coming to light through messages of conversations of, you know, technology, emails, snail mail even. But it's going to shake up your foundation, because you've realized that you can no longer stay secure in this new truth that has been revealed to you. All right, so I'm pulling here some more cards. Okay, so what I have here is Libra reversed, have the Nine of Wands reversed, and then the Page of Coins upright. So we're going to start with this Libra energy. So with this person, you know, if this is a breakup, like end of a partnership, this can definitely be coming through. And this doesn't have to mean just a romantic relationship. This can also be like a marriage or something. This can also be like a friendship you thought was, you know, you thought this person was one way, or you've been friends with them for so long, and then you realize more truth about their character, or they've just changed and you just changed, and you no longer feel like you can be yourself in the relationship or the friendship, and there's not a sense of solid security there. This can also be, you know, partnership through work. Like maybe you thought that this business partnership was going to be good and realize that they're not really someone you want to work with, or they're just not living up to their end of the bargain or expectations. And this can also be enemies, like hidden enemies, or people who, you know, secretly want your downfall. And that realization can also disbalance you from your sense of security. So there's a lot going on for relationships and even friendships, like people you thought, you know, were your friends not showing up for you. Relationships and partnerships, like we have scales here. So it's like, how can you get the scales back into a position of power for you? But right now it might seem like all this energy is weighing into someone else's hand, and like you're a pawn. So you have to reclaim your power, have to fight for justice for yourself. And through that is not shying away from the truth, to really seeing things, even how hurtful or painful it is, really seeing things through a constructive lens, because that is going to help you move forward and reestablish your sense of security. But you have to see the truth in people. You have to see the truth and, you know, what people are telling you. And this can even be through work, because you want to think like the best of people, but it might not mean that these people want the best for you. So it's like really having like a good eye-opening experience and staying open to the information you're receiving, not second guessing it, and intuitively just picking up on things when it comes from other people, and looking out for, you know, conversations, or if there's like eavesdropping, or just in general, if things are not adding up. We're in Mercury retrograde in Gemini, so this is going to be hitting this Libra Venus energy, and this is going to be the relationships, and this is going to be your security in terms of money and like work and stuff like that. So paying attention to that. We have the Nine of Wands reversed here. So this really means that you're putting time and energy into places that are not purposeful, and maybe instead of like, you know the truth, but you don't want to like mess up your security, or it's like, you know, this person isn't good for you, but you still are around them. You're just doing yourself more and more a disservice. It's just wasting more and more time when you can put that energy into the Page of Coins upright. You can put this energy, this truth that's been revealed to you, you can use it to move forward and instigate a new plan of action. How can you, again, we're going to come back to this like quote, but it's like, how can you continue to see the truth and utilize that to put the scales back in balance, put the scales back in favor of you, taking back your power, reclaiming it? And that is what this Page of Coins is asking you to do. It's like, you might not know the full scope of things, but you know enough information, and you have enough of, you know, resources or skills or talent, abilities, connections to help get you into a new place of life. But if you are like marinated and stuck on the past, and stuck on, you know, oh, I don't know any more proofs, or I don't know if this is fully true, or like this wait and see game, you're going to miss out, and it's going to be detrimental, and these people are going to win. So for example, if you see that, you know, the company's not doing well and they're already laying off people, you need to do yourself a favor and look for a new job. Try to find a better sense of security, because the security that you're used to, it's moving away. It's going to crumble beneath your feet. So you might as well try to find more solid footing, more solid ground to stand on, so when this crumble happens, you won't be falling through the earth. And that is what this Page of Coins here is really saying. It's like, you need to start seeing what else is out there. You need to start getting yourself out of this situation, both physically, financially, emotionally, mentally, whatever it is. You need to move forward from it. And a lot of this is physical. It's like this mental information, this verbal information, communication, however it came through, is going to cause you to move towards being resourceful and away from being emotionally attached, because there's no more security in this person or in these people, in this job, in this location, whatever it is in your life that is falling away, it's crumbling for a reason, and it's time for you to move on accordingly. All right, moving on to some oracle cards for these. Heavy message. But this is definitely, this Mercury retrograde is here to reset you, and you're being reset in many ways. And it can also mean too, maybe you're the oppressor. Maybe you're the one who needs to apologize. Maybe you're the one who needs to take accountability for offsetting other people's emotions. So you got to take the lens on yourself as well. It's like, have you been someone who has been unfaithful or has caused, you know, heartbreak or heartache for other people, and you need to make amends? That's another thing to do during Mercury retrograde as well. So, you know, think about that. Think about, are you a victim, or have you been victimizing other people? And have you been the problem and causing pain in other people's life? So, you know, think about how you can be better, and then also how you can be treated better by others. It's a karmic circle. So this could be a karmic reaction to you not, you know, doing something right either. You know, karma has a way of finding you, and sometimes it finds you quickly through these Mercury retrogrades. So it is, you know, really thinking about the full scope of the things that are coming at you. So I have here, there is no you with this Libra reversed energy. I have the next right thing with the 9 of Wands reversed. And then I have not my monkeys, not my circus. So this is definitely perfect for this energy. And there is no you. And I feel like this Libra reverse energy is like, you got to put yourself out of the equation. You got to get yourself out of the relationship. If it's like romantic, if it's, you know, a marriage, if it's just like a broken friendship, or even just like a work situation or business relationship, you got to get yourself out, because at the end of the day, they're thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about you. It's like you don't even exist. You're like invisible to them on the scope of things. So what you can do is move on to the next right thing. And this is where the compass is coming. This is where the Page of Coins is like, follow that compass, follow new opportunities, even though it might not be concrete yet. As long as you continue forward on that new path, that is the way forward. And that is what the 9 of Wands is like. Put your energy towards something new. Put your energy towards a new relationship. Put your energy towards new friendships. Put your energy towards a new job, new location. And follow your compass, because what has been revealed to you is that they don't care about you. They're only putting their own selfish desires first, and they don't care enough about you because they want because your security is disrupted. If they cared about you, they would have never disrupted your security. And I'm not talking about just a roof over your head. I'm talking about emotional security as well as financial security, whatever it is. So in terms of the tangibles. So it's definitely like these people or this person does not care about you, and you have to really have that set in, because if they did care about you, they would have never shook up your foundation. But since they don't, they were willing to have you risk, you know, this. And that's what infidelity is. If this is an infidelity situation, it's like they're only thinking about themselves, and they don't care, you know, what the repercussions are for you until it's like too late, you know. And these people are never going to change. And this is also for, you know, work situations. If you were, you know, let's say like the company's not doing well and they're thinking about layoffs, or, you know, let's say you were let go recently from a job. It's like they were ultimately only caring about themselves. It was like you never existed, because them two were like, you were replaceable. And this isn't any sense of this energy. It's like people didn't value you, or a person didn't value a friend, whatever, because they thought you were replaceable. But they're going to realize that you're moving on to the next best thing. You're not replaceable. And it's no longer your monkeys or your circus. That's kind of the nice thing about seeing the truth in someone or people, or, you know, a job or something, colleagues, whatever, is that they're stuck in that circus. They're stuck in that burning tower. You can move on. It's like, and that's kind of like what I always say too, personally, when I move on in some situations or jobs or whatever, I always say, not my monkeys, not my circus. Wipe my hands of it. They have to deal with their own mess. And you can now have the clarity and have the freedom to move on to something new. And you can now have control of your destiny, but you don't want to be surrounded by monkeys. And also thinking about too, the people in your life. Like, let's say you move on from a relationship, or you move on from a work situation, an environment. Don't stay in contact with a lot of those people. Like, put boundaries up against that energy, because they're going to keep dragging you into the circus when you're not even surrounded by the monkeys. It's like, you got to leave the fair. So it's definitely having that mentality, like, what left, even if it was unexpected, even if you suspected it, it's just like knowing, not my monkeys, not my circus. I don't have to deal with a cheater. I don't have to deal with someone who has these issues. I don't have to deal with a crazy boss. I don't have to deal with a company who can't get their shit together. It's like, you know, you have now the freedom to focus on your next best thing, your next right thing. And they're going to just continue throwing feces at each other, because that's what monkeys do. And you don't have to deal with that. So, and it's also like not surrounding yourself with people who you used to work with. Like, you have to completely remove yourself from the cosmic drama, and you have to remove yourself from the monkeys, because unfortunately those people are the monkeys. You know, let's say, you know, you ended up, like, you're now leaving a marriage. It's like, don't continue hanging out with the same friends you shared with your partner. Don't continue hanging out or talking to their family as seriously as you used to, or whatever it is, siblings, etc. You need to remove yourself, because they're part of the circus. They're the monkeys at the zoo. So it's a bittersweet message, but there's one of hope here. But it's what you do with it. And that's what the Nine of Wands reversed here is. Like, you can take the action to move forward. Use this Aries energy with Mars by the 24th, with Venus in Aries, with Jupiter in Aries, to turn your luck around. Because there's no going back, because your security is under attack right now. Even if it hasn't happened, you can sense it intuitively that your security is under attack. And you have to get out and find a new way forward before your security collapses completely. So get out of the burning fire now. So what I'm pulling here is October, excuse me, the month here, October. I'm pulling the 10th house of profession. So this is definitely some career stuff as well. And then I have here the 12th house of Pisces. So we just had a big resurgence of 12th house energy with the stellium that happened on the 26th of April. We had 4 planets into Pisces plus Juno and the new moon. So it is definitely what was revealed to you a couple weeks ago. What changed? What solidified in your mind that you have to move forward? You can't be moving back into this teeter-totter movement, this seesaw movement. So with the 12th house here, it's like, this is a period of ending for you. It's a period of realization. It's hard, it's depressing, it's dark, but there's some spiritual enlightenment, some spiritual truth with this energy here. And that is the blessing in disguise with this stuff, the information that was revealed to you, what you found out through a text message, what you found out through a conversation. It's just like, when you have the truth revealed to you, it can be a blow, but it causes an ending. It ruptures something inside your soul to be like, you know what, we're moving on. And you have an escape plan, because you don't want to jeopardize your security and like be around people who are going to willingly jeopardize your security, because they're not thinking about you as a human. They're thinking about you as a machine, or they're thinking about you as just someone that they can, you know, toy around. And that's not the case. So you need to reclaim your power back when it comes to your reputation, when it comes to your profession, when it comes to your status. Move away from the monkeys in the circus and bring yourself into the next right thing. And the next right thing is for you to control. And by October here, when this eclipse season ends by October, it's really thinking about how you want to move forward and move on in new ways in your life. And you're going to have a different life than you're living now by October. So have that be the goal. Have that be the goal, that by October you're going to have the career, the job that you want. You're going to align yourself with that. You're going to align yourself with new spiritual beginnings for your life, and being more aligned and in tuned to the energy that you want to call in, that purpose that's purposeful for you, not this monkey type energy that you're moving away from. You're no longer a monkey, you're a divine being, and you have the opportunity to move forward and cultivate the life you want. So by October, you feel comfortable on your throne. And then I'm pulling one last card here to wrap up. Beautiful energy, sitting comfortably on your throne with the Queen of Wands. So it's definitely coming from this Three of Swords energy to the glow up of the Queen of Wands, my favorite card personally. And I think it really is this Aries energy in Venus, Mars, and Jupiter this month, really pushing you forward to be the best version of yourself, to have this unfuck with the boat attitude with the Queen of Wands, and being like, you know what, I've been through darkness, I've been through hell, I now know what serves me and what doesn't serve my higher purpose, and people are going to look up to that, and you're going to feel comfortable and confident in that ability. And this is kind of the beauty of like this Aries energy working with Capricorn. It's pretty much very similar. It's just that Aries is fire. It takes things into a different approach, and Capricorns do things in a different way, being earth oriented. So it is kind of using this fire sign Aries energy to really push your life into a new direction and not moving back, taking no shit and not moving back into the past, seeing the truth for what the situation is and reclaiming your power. So that is the reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you want a personal reading with me, I have my books open for May and June. And I also have a bunch of new astrology services that I just put on my site. So check those out. They're awesome. And I will see you next month. Thank you.